Okay, so today is a beautiful day. And I just want to say some things that's been on my mind and how I look at life, and even in my experiences as a woman, and let alone a black woman. And it's really sad how us as black women have been treated for a long time. And I'm not putting it out there as racism or all this, that, and the third. It sucks sometimes being a black woman, because every day we got to stand up, fight the world versus keeping ourselves together for our home, and thinking that we come across the right kind of men, or, far as a relationship wise, and they turn out to be hateful and cruel as well. And I've dealt with that a long period of time in my life, and I had to understand, well, Tempest, why are you going through all these changes with people and the certain men you had in your life in the relationship? And that's because I didn't even understand who I was and my strength and the power that I had, and I still have. And I'm just saying to myself, I have carried a lot of people on my back. I have sacrificed a lot for a lot of people living right here in Peoria. I mean, literally in the trenches. Just I could go on and on and on. But I've always had the power. I always had the strength. I always had the integrity, and everything that I touched, and still to this day, always multiplies. But back to where I'm going, I feel us as black women, we need to stand stronger for ourselves, no longer to allow people to deplete us. And that goes for anybody, family, friends, all that, and learn not to share your vision and your gifts with everybody. Go to God about it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I've even experienced this with myself, sharing my visions, or just communicating on a regular basis, even with family, friends, versus whoever peers I come across in this world. And people will say subliminal messages. And you got to start learning when people say stuff to you and y'all communicate, you got to start dissecting what they really trying to say versus where the conversation is going. And you also have to listen to the inner you, because it's going to tell you the truth. But a lot of times we ignore it due to the fact because we know these people, or we've been rocking with these people for all these years. But ask yourself this: where are you going in your life? You still stuck in the same place you was 10, 20 years ago. You still was going through. Nobody could help you get up out them ruts. You know what I'm saying? But you crying to these same people that's been in your life, family included, and not one time did they take a chance to push you in the right direction. Guess what they did? They left you sitting right there, crying in your sorrows, waddling in your mess. And guess what they doing while you ain't around? Oh, guess what? Woo, woo, woo. Or they talking about it amongst each other. Them ain't the people you're supposed to be with, period. They was never your family. They were never your friends. And guess what? That's okay. And what came to me in my realization, God telling me with his, I clear as day hear him. He told me, you supposed to get hurt. And you know why? Because you get comfortable. So that's what I'm here to express. Never get mad at the people that hurt you, because you got comfortable, and God got so much more for you. He had to push you, and the way he had to push you, he had to get you hurt by these same people you loved, you adored, you either prayed with, you shared, oh my gosh, just so many things to these people, and not one time did they care. And again, that's okay. But I'm learning in life, and I want to share this with everyone else, whoever gets this message. Go to God, man. Don't go to people no more. Go to God. I'm telling you. And if, you know what I'm saying, you're not comfortable in that aspect at this moment, it'll all happen when you're ready. But God will send the right people in your life. You just got to keep going. You got to keep moving on. You can't stay stuck in your issues, your problems, let alone circumstances. You have to continue to keep finding a way out. And a lot of times you're going to be doing it by yourself until God sends the right people in your life. But also don't go looking for them people. Just all I can say is be yourself. But it hurts as, being a black woman or a woman, period. Having struggles, dealing with certain issues, and you really want to lay them burdens, to somebody else that could help you to carry it along. And a lot of times, the way life is, it just don't work that way. And to be honest, this is a time where we're supposed to be preparing for the worst, because it's real out here. And ain't nobody finna give us nothing. I'm telling you, it's time to start stocking, start saving, putting up your money. All this trying to go out and kick it, buying the finer things in life. I mean, we all done did that already. What else do we need? We need to be having the financial stability for our children, let alone ourselves. Because when it's all said and done, look how many hurdles we done went through to get where we at. And guess what? We had to get it on our own, Or even if somebody did help you, they took it for granted and made it as a big deal instead of looking at it like, dang, I'm on the low end right now and you stressing me about something that's petty. But again, that's just how people are. And I'm starting to understand that, man, with the big heart that I have. Everybody ain't like you, Tempest. Everybody don't have the heart or the compassion that you have. But I have to still go on and be myself, sharing compassion, sharing love, even to the ones that treated me like crap. I still got to go to them same people. You know what I'm saying? Whenever one day the Lord put them in my life again, or they might reach out to me out the blue, I still have to conduct myself as a person. And don't get me wrong, I've had my faults. I said some things that I'd have hurt, from how I was treated. But at the end of the day, I got to stand on that, and I got to continue to keep building my character day after day. And I'm going to tell you the truth. It is not easy. Life can be very hard, especially when you're trying to walk right and you see things with your own eyes that everybody else doesn't see. And it becomes pressure, man, because people ain't getting what you getting. And that's why I'm starting to understand God is moving me into a different direction. And I know people like, dang, well, she got her number changed, or dang, she ain't talking to me like that. And to be honest, it's a reason why. Because I seen you for who you are. And all I ever gave you was my real heart. I never had bad intentions. My intentions always been good towards anybody. I would give people my last. I have really put my life on the line for a lot of people. And guess what? I didn't get anything out of it but hurt, sorrow, pain, and laughed at, kicked down, slaughtered, abused. I can go on and on and on, but I don't need to, because a lot of people know some of my story, and that's okay. But I'm still standing. I still have work to do. I'm on a mission. I don't care what people feel about me anymore. I don't care what people look at me or however they pertain when they see me. But I know who really loves me, and that's God. And I know it's a lot of people out here that rock with me, because I'm always, every time they see me, I'm speaking life into them, because I want to see them have the best. I know what it is to struggle. I know what it is to have not. I know what it is to not have much in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? We just got to quit putting up these personas like we really about that life, and we not. We got to quit putting up these personas like we don't have struggles, or we ain't going through mentally, physically, or spiritually. You know what I'm saying? We got to quit acting like we want to get out of bed and go get this money. No, we do not. We want to rest. We want to just lay down. And I'm learning the older you get, all you want to do is just lay down and relax, because you want to be at peace. But every day you got to fight for your peace. Every day you got to fight for your freedom. Every day you got to fight for your truth. Every day you got to fight for the relationships that's worth fighting for. Not just because you met somebody or y'all had a connection, but was it a genuine connection? You get what I'm saying? And I'm learning the way to save yourself from a lot of heartaches is utilizing what God has given you, and that's discernment. The real tools, not the tools that the world give you, because honestly, it's going to cut your throat, stab you in the back, and guess who it's going to be? Them same people that you was rocking with, that you thought was really rocking with you. But again, like I said, them subliminal messages, them conversations when you going through and the conversation get cut dry, and or somebody over talking you instead of you know, them listening to you. And at the same time, it's like, dang, I've done everything right for these same people I've been with for years. But look what, every time God has elevated me, they tried to bring it down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I can no longer rock with y'all because you don't have the same compassion that I have for you. And guess what? My presence will no longer be being served in your life. So I ain't trying to go on and on about the situations with life, because that time gonna come. But I just wanted to get what I felt off my chest. And like I said, it's about black women, but women as all, and even men. You know, I feel the street life ain't nothing, man. Look at all what's going on. I used to be in the streets. I know all about it, been there, done that. And I was a female, and I have been in a lot of dangerous situations, but God brought me out. And I look back over my life, I'm like, man, God, you protected me so many times, even when I didn't even know what I was doing, even when I was around the most rational, hateful, hard, cold people. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of good people out there as well. But I'm just saying, as far as me going through what I was going through, where I could have died by the life of another person's hands, being robbed, you know, gun pointed at me, gunpoint. I'm a woman. I'm a little girl though at the time. All these things that I've witnessed in my life, and I'm still here. And a lot of people did not make it from the same scenarios that I went through as a little girl, growing into the woman I'm developed to be. But back to where I'm going to with the men, you know, we ain't gotta prove nothing to no other man. If anything, prove it to yourself and your family. Everything you work for, do it for your family, because a lot of times these men don't care about you, and they all snakes in the grass. And just like God said in his word, after a while the grass gonna get cut low, and you gonna see who really rocking with you. And I even go off my experience. I have put my life on the line for a lot of men as well. This ain't nothing new to me. I've always been a boss, man. I don't have, people think, oh, you gotta have this and that and the third. Man, I didn't need no car. I have a brain. Money always gonna come. Your brain is what's gonna get you where you going if you utilize it the correct way. And again, you don't need information from nobody. Everything you need is in yourself. And like I said, I'm not finna say niggas, because ain't no niggas. You gotta call people who they are. They're men. That's the wrong mentality as well. All this old ghetto fairy hood tale, Lord forgive me, fairy hood tale stuff is just pitiful. When I just look back over everything, like, man, we ain't doing nothing but hurting ourselves. And just like it says, you perish from the lack of knowledge. But again, some people don't know no better, and the ones that do, supposed to go out there, man, and spread the message. It ain't gotta be much. Just show your love, your gratitude, man, and show them something different. It don't have to be much. Sometimes it don't take much but that one word, and it'll change a person's whole life around. And again, I know it's a lot of people that probably ain't gonna like me, but I have to accept that, because guess what? You ain't a part of my tribe, and I'm learning this too. You have to be with your own tribe. You have to. And there's so much more that I'm learning than Illinois. All this town ever showed me, to be honest, in certain aspects, is monkey see, monkey do. Who are you? If you take everything away that was presented to you as a kid, and you just continually put everything on top of everything from what was given to you, but you never understood who you were, and you wonder why I'm feeling down, I'm depressed, I'm confused, why I'm feeling this way, or why when I was with these people all these years they ain't rock with me. Because you didn't know who you were. You were just taking off what they were giving to you, and you were eating it until you got sick. And I ain't saying sick far as nutrition wise, but mentally, man. It's a lot of sick mental people out here. And it put me in a condition at a time where I was sick in my mental. And I'm like, man, this ain't even me. I'm getting off what they giving me. So I had to sit there, dissect everything that I was taught, and I had to unlearn and relearn. And that's where I'm going right now in my life. Now, remind you, me going from the streets, but before I even entered the street life, I was very well educated. In middle school and high school, I was in enriched classes. And I got into the wrong kind of crowd, the wrong kind of environment, met the wrong guy, got caught up in the street life. You know, it was already presented to me before I even was adapted to the streets. It was going on in my own home as a kid. So, again, everything starts from home. So, at the end of the day, we can't be mad. Just know that hurt was to push us in a whole different direction and to show who you are and what you're able to become without the things that were being thrown at you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel, don't go homeless trying to prove a point. And I'm going to go back to this little phrase where this man was home. Well, he ended up being homeless. And they said, how did you end up becoming homeless? And he said, because I was building my bricks to build somebody else's house. And a lot of times that's what we're doing. Instead of building our own homes, we have so much compassion and love for everybody building their homes, and then we end up empty and left with nothing. And guess what? They done went on, and you still hurt, you damaged, you broken, your heart, you just depleted in every area of your life. And nobody will help you. Yeah, they might say it. They might give you a tab or two, but they talking about you. Trust and believe that. But a real person would be genuine to show you how to get up out of that rut. They wouldn't even laugh at you or any of those things. But I'm learning it's a selfish world out here. And God already said every man was going to be lovers of themselves, lovers of pleasure, lovers of money. All these things are happening right now. Even, you know, it says even as a foolish woman, how we allow men in our homes, knowing they ain't no good for us, but we biting and eating the poison anyway. I've been there. But I can't go there no more. It ain't worth it. Like, we not here to be dead on the inside. We here to live, thrive, and be beautiful women. Even, you know, beautiful black men. You know, I feel even us as women, instead of getting mad at the men for hurting us, learn from it, man, and stand on it. Don't be all you, ooh. I was the same person. But I'm like, you know what? I needed to learn something from that man. It wasn't nothing for me to even be mad about. I thank you because I wasn't on my two toes. I wasn't even pivoting. I was just sitting there, comfortable. So again, hurt is not a bad thing. It's just you got too comfortable because you stopped moving. So this is my message for today, man. I ain't got nothing really else to say. I just see a lot of things with my own two eyes, and I'm just like, wow. It ain't what it used to be no more, and it'll never be that way. But it gotta come from somebody that knows the truth and to deliver and set a lot of people free. And I don't care if I set one person free, long as I know somebody open to receive what I'm saying, especially from what I've been through. So you all have a beautiful day, and know that you are loved, and you don't have to be loved by the people around you. Love yourself. Forget all that. Oh, they don't love me. Oh, they don't care about me. I used to be that same person. Man, I'm cool. I'm like, what? I've been sleeping on myself way too long. Do you really know who you are, Tickets? You really a beast. But it don't need to take it from nobody to give that to you. Start looking at how you have elevated in life. And if you're not where you want to be, then you better figure it out and press on. And do what you love to do, not what you like to do. Do what's in your compassion for yourself and others, you know? Because ain't nobody going to give it to you. And again, don't share your gifts with nobody. Keep your vision with you and God. Because a lot of people not happy for you. And when you start thriving and you no longer in the crab of the bucket, they're going to try to pull you back in, man. And you know how they're going to do that? With your weakness. You can't keep giving out your weakness, man. Because they'll kill you with it every time. And I had to learn that through my own experiences. Don't get hard. Don't get soft out here. You got to stand on it. That's why I say don't get mad at being hurt no more. It's for you to stand stronger now, you know? It's going to bleed a little bit. We got to do better, man. We done lost a lot of people because nobody gave them the true answers, you know? But we have the answers, man. Start sharing it, because it ain't healthy out here no more. You got to learn how to eat properly, how to conduct yourself as a man and a woman, how to present yourself in this real world, even with your children, you know? It's just time to do better. Well, again, y'all have a blessed day. I know I said I wasn't going to keep going on, but I just needed to feel whatever the Lord allowed me to say. So, many blessings to you all. Take care.